All right, let's try a couple more variations here. Now, if you've been following along, lowering your hand at the elbow, no intention in your fingers. All right, fingers open and closing, but you're not doing anything in your fingers. Remember that? All right, and then we did the opposite. You actually open your fingers as you raise your hand, and then close them. It's very important to relax, have both feet on the ground. Do that a few times. And then we did that thing where you just try to move each finger individually. So I'm moving my thumb. You can't really see it. It's hidden. So move your thumb without moving the other fingers. Move this finger, your index finger. And, you can say I just barely move my middle finger, and then the rest of my hand is moving. Now, by the way, that's nice. And then your pinky finger. This is a session that I would normally do lying on the floor, and we could take 15 to 20 minutes to do just these movements alone. So we're just doing this a little bit to relax, differentiate. Now, once again, without having any intention in your fingers, lift your hand, and lower it, and then lift your hand by opening your fingers. That's nice. And then lower it and closing your fingers. All right, and then let it go. Put both hands down for a minute. You can see I'm at the edge of the table here. You can see, it's not a really big difference, but this hand is flatter on the table, right? Because these muscles in just this couple of minutes have relaxed. Here's something a little more challenging. Drop your hand. Now, if you can see here, I'm going to touch my thumb to my index finger, okay? As much as possible, leave your thumb and index finger touching and not moving. And then as you're going to lift your hand up and open your fingers. Open the three fingers that aren't touching. See that? And now as you go down, close them. It's a little bit weird for most people. It certainly is for me. So open. Now I'm trying as best as possible not to move my thumb and index finger relative to each other. Open your hand. Remember in Feldenkrais, somatics, don't do anything that's painful. If it's painful, stop. Just do that a few times. If it's weird, that's fine, just as long as it's not painful. All right, and then stop, let it go. Maybe even put your hand down on the table or desk. Is there a difference between your right hand and your left hand? Use whatever hand is the easiest to do this with. You can come back and do it again, and you can change hands. All right, and once again, arm at a 90-degree angle. Now I'm going to touch my thumb to my middle finger. All right, and then same thing, open and lift the fingers, close. It's a little bit weird. All right, open, close, open, oops. All right, and then let that go. All right, and since we're doing our best to make this, 3, 4, 5 minutes, we're just gonna do one more variation. Take your thumb and your pinky finger, hold them together, and then as you lift your hand, open your fingers, and as you close your hand, close your fingers. Lift and open, lower and close. All right, just a few times, and once again, go back to that initial movement of lifting your hand up. And I say, look, I'm trying to lift my hand up without activating my fingers, and it's almost impossible. So I'm going to do it with my fingers. My fingers want to move. Isn't that interesting? All right. So again, see if you can bring your hand up without activating the muscles in your fingers. And then drop it down. And then drop it down. All right, now once again, put one hand down, and then put the other hand down. Now can you see there's a really, I have to move back a little bit more here. There's a really big difference. This is my right hand. It's completely flat. And my left hand is up. Now you may not see such a dramatic difference. For me, I've done hours and hours of all kinds of different hand movements on my back, on my side, and so the changes tend to just my nervous system, how can I say it? Remembers the changes a lot quicker. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. Make sure to like and subscribe if you're seeing this on YouTube and you want more of these. And if you're on Facebook, also click the like button and leave a comment. All right, peace.